The Northern Ireland Protocol is actually supposed to prevent violence in the former conflict region, but the dispute over the Brexit rules is creating new tensions. As long as the EU refuses to make changes to the Brexit agreement, the peace agreement in Northern Ireland is in jeopardy. David Campbell, leader of the Northern Irish Loyalists, threatens a Protestant paramilitary group. If there is no change, I cannot see the Northern Irish executive will last beyond the end of the current pandemic, Campbell said. He added that there will be significant protests in the coming months. The Northern Ireland Peace Agreement, better known as the Good Friday Agreement, ended 3 decades of violence in 1998 between Catholic majority nationalists who fought for a united Ireland and the Protestant Unionists or Loyalists who demand that Northern Ireland remain part of the United Kingdom. Campbell believes the Brexit deal is unfair because he believes it will isolate Northern Ireland from the rest of the UK by creating a customs border in the Irish Sea. He's therefore calling for a dialogue between the EU and Ireland to change the Northern Ireland Protocol in the Brexit Treaty. Well, a dialogue is when two sides talk to each other, not when one unilaterally changes everything. In his view, it violates the basic principles of the Good Friday Agreement, in his view. And he says if negotiations do not take place soon, the EU will open the Pandora's box. His paramilitary group told Prime Minister Boris Johnson earlier this month that it was temporarily withdrawing its support for the peace deal over concerns about the Brexit deal. The aim of the laboriously negotiated Northern Ireland Protocol is actually to prevent border controls between the province of Northern Ireland or the region of Northern Ireland and the EU state Ireland, and thus possibly new violence. The Brexit agreement provides that Northern Ireland will continue to be subject to EU rules on product standards and customs regulations. And the result is a new free trade frontier within the UK for goods, but only for goods. Imports from Great Britain to Northern Ireland must be checked and comply with EU requirements. The German Christian Social Union European politician Manfred Weber also hopes for a quick solution to the conflict. He ties the ratification of the trade agreement, the TCA, with Great Britain to a settlement of the dispute over the special Brexit rules for Northern Ireland. If a solution is not found by Easter, he does not see how the EU Parliament can confirm the Brexit trade agreement during this time, the group leader of the European People's Party, the EPP, told the German magazine Spiegel. The British government recently announced that it would unilaterally postpone the import controls in Northern Ireland that were agreed in the EU exit treaty for 6 months. The EU has therefore initiated infringement proceedings. And something about the general Brexit state. The company Avetta surveyed more than 120 business leaders and found they expect Brexit to have the biggest impact on the resiliency of the supply chain in the short term and the future. Avetta partnered with the Executive Network Group to gather feedback from C-level executives, and 72% of the respondents say the supply chain will experience the biggest changes from Britain leaving the EU. One director in the aerospace industry has already seen some challenges, and he says, "We have witnessed a shortage in raw materials and delays within our procurement function." The findings included in the Brexit Impact Survey report show half of the respondents expect Brexit to impact legislative changes. Nearly 1/3, that's 29%, anticipate changes in documentation and administrative processes. 16% on sales revenue, 11% on market or sector competition, and 10% on hiring permanent staff. Only 5% saw an impact on engaging temporary staff and keeping sustainability, environmental, and social value commitments. Executives were also asked to provide comments, and here are some examples. Brexit has already impacted the supply of spare parts and deliveries within our supply chain of goods procured from the rest of Europe. Our suppliers are struggling to source these in a timely manner, which impacts our ability to meet deadlines. And another one said, UK talent will exceed current marketplace expectations. And another, Brexit is considered a big opportunity for us. There may be teething problems in the short term with more benefits long term for business. Yeah, about the teething problems, he was proven wrong there already. Overall, respondents are optimistic about Britain's future. About 1/4 of the respondents agree Brexit will have an impact on hiring and flexible staff needs in 2021. However, 39% expect Brexit will affect their hiring strategy for EU workers. Only 11% of the executives say they've had to strengthen their team to deal with the changes. The survey suggests executives will need to prepare for several issues. Mitigating the impact of supply chain disruptions, understanding legislation affecting corporate waste management and recycling, taking a proactive approach towards procurement and long-term sustainability, developing talent pipeline and understanding restriction to free movement in the EU. And the report from that company offers one conclusion. As with any period of significant change, each organization will have its own unique set of challenges. Those who invest in the education and upskilling of their workforce may well be the ones who see a bright future post-Brexit. Avetta recently completed an analysis of tens of thousands of suppliers in numerous industries worldwide that shows companies using their platform have been able to reduce the number of safety incidents and lost work days by more than 50% compared to industry averages. The data also shows that over a 10-year period, suppliers in the Avetta network experience a 7% to 12% year-over-year decrease in incidents. So that shows one thing. And I left this, let's say, advertising part of the report in it. Avetta is first and foremost dealing with company safety. They're not known for the big picture. And the companies they asked this time were British companies. And you must not forget that what they've been told by government for the most of the last years since the Brexit referendum and before by the Leave campaign. So, as I said during the video, one was proven wrong already when I quoted him, because it's not teething problems. Those problems will remain because that's part of what everybody calls new rules, but they're not new rules. They are rules for third country that apply for a long time in the EU and now are just new to Great Britain because they newly became a third country. But overall, those rules are not new. The EU put them together with the rest of the other 27 EU member states when they were a member. So they shouldn't be surprised about this. They made these rules. Or they were 1/28th of the rule maker, so to speak. And on the other hand, nobody will really know what will happen after Corona is over. And I mean, nobody knows the exact figures. We all know that will affect trade. That will affect trade negatively. And I just have to say one thing again. The Leave campaign promised a lot of new opportunities for Britain when they left the EU. That's more than a year ago now. And no new opportunities have shown up. A lot of downsides of Brexit have shown up, but no upside for the UK so far. And don't come with a tampon tax. They're working on this in the EU anyway. Other member states are talking about this for quite some time already. So, if you have any upsides of Brexit, and don't come with it sovereignty bollocks, they were sovereign before, they're sovereign now, there is no change. Where are the upsides of Brexit? We are now in the 14th month of Brexit. And I'm not talking about the customs union and the single market. That was just transition period to prepare for those parts. But the UK left the European Union almost 14 months ago. So where are the upsides? They could make laws before the final Brexit. They could make laws before Brexit. That means before January 31st, 2020, for the time afterwards. Where are those that are benefiting anyone? All we see are downsides. In the fishermen are completely devastated. The rest of the service sector is almost not part of the TCA at all, although there are 100 regulations, 100 pages of regulations in there to limit or to exclude services from the TCA. Where are the upsides? Nobody could answer me that until now. And I'm quite sure nobody will be able to do this in the comments. And I mean the upsides for the UK. I talked about the upsides for Frankfurt already, or for Amsterdam, or for Paris or Dublin. But where are the upsides for the UK? I'm looking forward to the comments that try to show me some. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.